Hey guys, Josh Higgins here, Landscape Operations Manager for Earthworks Landscape and Design. We're starting a new project. We're super excited about it. I'm not normally out in the field with the guys anymore because I'm back at the office doing all the operations, but super pumped to be getting this one rolling with. We got a super crew today, so we got basically double what we normally have for crews. I got one of my head foremen here, Erik. He's going to be running the job. He's going to do awesome. We are going to be doing a very coastal Ponte Vedra vibe out here. Palm trees, some gravel, some lower maintenance things that are simple but have a great look and a great beach feel to them. About 3 months ago, we came out and we transplanted some huge ligustrum that were in the front center island, but they had to redo the driveway. So we came in, we dug them up. It took us about a day to get 2 of these massive ones. And we came through the side yard and through this small little spot here, and we got them all in the backyard, and they look great, they're doing great, and they provide a nice buffer between the houses in the back and their pool area, so they have a little bit more privacy. All right, so here in the front yard, we're doing a couple different things. We got a bunch of smaller plants, very colorful, going in the beds, working with some of the pre-existing landscaping. We're also gonna put a metal border in to give it a nice sharp look. Then we're gonna come and put a small gray crushed granite gravel in between that's gonna really set it off with the house. And then finally, we're gonna have lights popping up on all the trees around to accent everything. It's gonna look awesome.
They ran into a problem here. Irrigation guys come out and they're supposed to be starting their irrigation today, and we're going to be weed matting right behind them. But one of the problems we ran into was, this being a construction site, is the pump there, they don't have power to the pump, so they weren't able to energize the system, see what's working, what's not. So they're pretty much having to go on the idea that they're just going to have to redo all the irrigation, so that's going to slow things down a little bit. And we're waiting on the electrician to come actually get power to the pump and make sure the pump's working and everything, so we get the water going. So that's kind of slowed us down. So what I've done is I actually got my guys off and started helping them dig trenches to kind of help speed things along a little bit. Another thing we got going on is you can see we got the oak tree plant. It is a lovely freaking oak tree. One of the better oak trees I've seen in a long time. We got another one that matches it on the other side. You can just see the caliber size and the head of this thing. This is a quality, pristine oak tree. We planted a queen palm in the back, which judging from the wind we have out here, we're going to have to put some palm tree battens on it, and things about sitting at a 45 right now. But you can see out here at the beach, you get a lot of wind. You pretty much just have to stake everything going into it and have that mindset, you know, unless you got protection right against the house or something. But pretty much everything, it's just being battered by 20, 30 mile an hour winds all day, almost every day.
All right, the project is all finished. It was about a $50,000 project when it was all said and done. I'm gonna start here in the front, kind of work our way around and show what we did. Out here, before there are these massive ligustrum trees that just filled up this whole area and blocked off this very nice looking house here. So what we did is we came in with a bunch of dwarf plants that are gonna grow only 3 to 4 feet high. So when you're coming from the road, you can see the nice landscaping and then also the nice facade of the house. A lot of the plants that we chose also still have a lot of color. So you see we have some purple dwarf loropetalum here, some drift roses, dwarf bottlebrush, sunshine ligustrum that are also a dwarf variety. So all this stuff is gonna stay relatively low. And then we did some eye catchers, as you see the ornamental plum over there, and we bookended oaks on each side to kind of give some visual points that you could also see. But most of the front is very low-lying to show the nice new work on this house that has been remodeled. So out here, we decided to go with the gravel with all the plants, which does a couple of things. The main thing is that it provides a super low maintenance landscape for the customer. So for people that do not want to have to be going out and pulling weeds all the time, the gravel is a great option. We put a weed mat under the gravel to prevent the gravel getting pushed into the dirt, so it basically lasts as long as you're going to be living in the house. We also did some lighting in these areas to accent the house, and they have very nice Bahama shutters that they got, and it's going to just give it a nice bounce off touch points. So when you're looking from the street, you can still see the landscaping throughout the night and just the nice accents of the house. Another thing that the gravel does, it also helps with your rain, your gutters, washout situations. So even if you have a gutter coming down and it's not going into a catch basin or something like that, the gravel will slow it up and prevent you from having big washout areas and stay looking good all the time. So down this side, we put a foot barrier of gravel with a nice metal edging. The metal edging will keep the sod from growing into the bed, so it almost acts as, you were edging it all the time. It prevents that from happening. And also what this will do is help prevent from the rain when it's coming down. It's going to, once again, block it like it was with the gutter and prevent it from having a washed out and dead sod area throughout this whole way. And it also looks very nice and clean with the shutters again, and then just the style of the house. So a couple of things we did in the backyard was also the gravel and edging like we had in the front, but we also did these path lights. So when people are walking out to the pool area, the ground is illuminated about, 5 to 7 feet on each side, so you can see where you're going, not tripping, etc. Also just gives a very nice accent to the landscaping. Another thing that we did was the homeowner wanted to block off his neighbor over here, so we put in a nice 8x8 size ligustrum that just completely blocked off their view of them, the window, and did the perfect job. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and enjoy this very nice view we have here. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and go to YouTube to see our entire video of this project.